Back again with another video. Ringo TV Reactions. Back at you again. You already done know what it is. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. What we're talking about is the topic of mastering the art of situational awareness. Mastering the art of situational awareness. A lot of you may not understand how this works. You have to be the kind of person that have your eyes open. A lot of people are walking around blind. They don't even know what's going on around them. They're oblivious to the threats. Situational awareness is pretty much paying attention to your surroundings at all times. There's different levels to this. You know, some people, they walk outside their house and they assume that everybody in the world is going to function a certain way. And they leave themselves open to become a victim or put themselves in the circumstances they don't need to be in. So situational awareness is about keeping your eyes in tune with what's going on around you. Now, one thing that New York taught me is mastering the art of situational awareness. To the point that no matter where I go, my eyes are open, my ears are open, discernment is up, my antennas is looking around, because if you're not careful, you might get caught lacking. Somebody could be over there plotting. You don't even know, because your eyes is not open. You're too preoccupied with your cell phone, with your job, walking your dog. You're not paying attention to your surroundings. You walk into a store, you're supposed to be able to pick up on energy. You should be able to look at things and see what is not making sense. It's similar to the Matrix. When you was watching the Matrix, you would see the code on the screen, and you would realize that there's certain things that's just not normal. It's like if you go to a park and it's on a sunny day, there are certain things you're supposed to see. There are certain characteristics from people that are considered normal behavior. You'll see people walking their dog. You'll see people jogging, bike riding. You'll see people just taking a walk. But now, if you see a guy post up behind a tree and he's looking around like this, that's out of the ordinary. That's not normal. So when you understand situational awareness, it's looking for those things that are out of the ordinary, that just don't make sense. If it's a sunny day in the park, why is this guy behind the tree peeping and putting himself back in and looking around and looking nervous? Something's about to happen. But see, a lot of people don't pay attention to their surroundings. That's why they get got. You know? A clear example of what I'm talking about is the situation. We're going to talk about that story later on, of a Caucasian woman was stabbed, and her son was also stabbed by a black woman, a deranged, demonic woman. And they were stabbed, and the son died. Father was on the news. They were in court. And you can see that he's a good dad. He loved his son. Son was taken out. And when you study the situation with that story, the woman had the knife walking around. She stole it from a store. Everybody's out there. Everybody's looking, but nobody see the knife. Nobody's paying attention. She's walking around the store with a knife swinging in her hand, and nobody's paying attention. See what I mean? Nobody saw the knife. You know why? I'm going to tell you why right now. And this is why a lot of times white folk get caught out there. Because if you live in a certain community, you would assume that everybody's on point. But that's not the case. This is why me coming from New York to North Carolina does not mean everything is sweet. It doesn't mean everybody out here is good people. I don't trust nobody. That's my word. When you from the hood and you understand the art of situational awareness, rule number one is you don't trust no one. Everyone is a suspect in the matrix. So that parent, she was with her child and she wasn't paying attention to her surroundings. When you out and about in the street, you gotta be watching everybody. Listen, you out in the street walking around, you gotta be looking at everything. You walking around, you gotta be like this. You standing waiting for a bus or a train, you gotta be like this. You gotta look around you. You cannot just be on your phone blind, not paying attention to who's there, not paying attention to who's over there. You tripping. You are a moving target. No, you gotta be keeping your eyes open. Eyes all around your head. That's how you gotta be. If not, you're gonna get got. Just like that mom and her son got. Now they gotta prepare that funeral because some demon woman decides to get a knife and put it in a child. But if people understood the art of situational awareness, they would have saw that knife and took action. But nobody was paying attention. Rule number one of understanding the art of situational awareness: you have to pay attention to your surroundings. Too many of you are walking around blind. Got your headphones on, you're blocking your senses. You can't hear nothing. Some of y'all got these Bluetooths in your ear, on both ears. You can't understand what's going on around you. Somebody right there creeping with a gun. You don't even see them. Somebody's behind your car in the parking lot. You don't even know because your antennas are not up. You think everybody's good people. I told you already. I told you 1,000 times. I don't trust nobody. Nobody. Everybody's a suspect. Because when you come from the streets, when you come from the hood, especially New York, you learn pretty fast understanding the art of situational awareness. You recognize that you have to be on guard. In the military, they know this. If you got a military background, You understand this rule. You don't just go out on the battlefield being a dummy, just walking around and you're not aware of what's around. You got to keep your eyes open at all times. You got to watch your back. You got to watch your mans in them back. You got to be aware of everything going on. If you driving, that should teach you the art of situational awareness. When you driving, you're supposed to be keeping your eyes not only on what's in front of you, but what's behind you, what's on the side of you, what pedestrians are doing, what the cyclist is doing, what that child is right there running with the basketball, what this nut job over here is doing, what the Uber Eats guy is doing, what the migrant is doing on the scooter. You got to keep your eyes open for everybody. Because if you don't, it's going to be a problem. Either you're going to get got or you're going to end up hurting someone because you're not paying attention. You ever wonder why people end up hitting pedestrians with their car? Because they're not paying attention. They're not paying attention, fam. They on their phone talking while they driving. Boom, oh, snap. Oh, man. I ran over a kid? Oh, man. I'm going to jail, man. Damn. You have to pay attention at all times. You go in a supermarket, you got to pay attention. You walking up and down the aisle, look who's around you. Remember that face. Why every time you walking up and down that aisle, that person is right there? That person plotting, you can't see. Or somebody in the store sent that person to watch over you. Especially if you're a black man. How many times this happened to you? You walk into a store, all of a sudden now, you see one of the employees walking around following you, acting like they working. Situational awareness will make you pick up on that energy to the point where you're like, look, every aisle I go in, I see you. I see something like that, I'm gonna literally question who that person is right there. If I'm at a Home Depot and I'm walking up and down, every aisle I see your face, I'm gonna literally press you about you following me. I'm gonna be like, yo, could I help you? I noticed that you following me. Every aisle I go in, you there. Do you need some help? Oh, I was just wondering if you needed help. Well, why didn't you just ask that question? Why are you following me for? Are you assuming I'm stealing something? Is it because I'm black? Is it because I got locks? Like, what's your point of following me? Do you get what I'm saying now? You got to be able to call it out when you see it, so people can recognize that you know they watching you. Do you understand? You got people talking about, oh, I'm not in the hood, I'm in the suburbs. I'm in the suburbs. And I came from the hood. Same situation in the suburbs. You got a bunch of nosy ass people that be in the suburbs. Situational awareness will keep your eyes open to what's privy around you. Don't think because you in the suburbs that everybody is somehow some sort of special group that is oblivious to the bullshit. No. In some cases, it's hidden. It's the same demons, no matter where you go. See, a lot of people be having this misconception that if you come from the hood, all the devils are in the hood. No, the devils are in the suburbs. That's where the devils are too. The devils are in the hood and new devils are in the suburbs. Same thing. See, a person that understood the art of situational awareness would not think that because of whatever neighborhood they're from, that they don't got to deal with these issues. Only a fool would think he's safe. Because when you understand the streets be talking. And this is why you have to have the instinct of a lion. You have to have the instinct and the ability of a serpent. Harmless as a dove, wise as a serpent. Think about that now. A serpent recognizes what's going on around them. Serpent peep game. A serpent don't just pull up on the prey out of nowhere. The serpent counts its costs, looks around the corner, look up, look around, make sure the coast is clear. A dove is harmless. That's how you gotta move. Harmless. Stay low key. You don't gotta be all ray with people, but you gotta have your antennas up. See, when you see the devils and the demons around you, it is not the time to be all ray, wrong and strong. No, you're moving bad. You gotta move like a dove. Walk through undetected. Don't become a threat. Be harmless. Confuse the enemy. Have them looking the other way when you went that way. Situational awareness will make you recognize when there's negative forces around you, because there's certain anomalies in the matrix that stands out. It's just like my example of going to the park. When you go to the park, you see certain things. If you go to a swimming pool, people should be swimming. People should be in the pool having fun. But if you see a group of guys pull up at the pool, they're wearing Timberland boots and they're just standing there on the sideline smoking weed, and they're not in that pool. Situational awareness will make you understand they don't belong there. Something ain't right. Why are they here? They're not in the pool. They're not wearing swim trunks. What are they doing here? Something is about to go down. So what I'm going to do is, I'm out. I'm not going to stay to find out. Because them being there is a clear sign they don't belong there. If there's a fire, you should see a firefighter. If there's a fire, you should see someone with a fire extinguisher. But now, if you see a fire and you see people behind the building running from the scene and they have gas canisters in their hand, what that tell you? They the one that started the fire. They're not running for their lives because they were affected by the fire. They started the fire. You know? That's just the way it is, man. You gotta pay attention. For many of y'all distracted too much. Too many people distract you. Just like the family that got stabbed up by the black woman who was laughing in court. If they understood situational awareness, while the mother was walking with her son, she would have saw that knife in that woman's hand and she would have grabbed her son and got out of the way. But because they weren't paying attention, that woman was able to follow them from the store all the way to their car. How you walking with your child and you cannot even sense that somebody is following you? That's crazy. I'm always watching everybody, bro. Somebody said, oh, you paranoid. Has nothing to do with being paranoid. It has to do with understanding the art of situational awareness. Again, when you're in the streets, and you're walking around, you gotta always watch what's going on around you. You know, you at the ATM, you doing your thing. You don't just do your thing. You watch what's around you. You watch who's there. Okay, he's right there. He's right there. Okay, cool. And you go ahead and you do your thing. That way, anything pop off, I'm swinging. Something gonna go down. You gotta look at body language. You trying to get your money. You looking at this dude here. Well, well, first of all, why the fuck you just standing there, bro? How come you're not on one of the ATMs? How come you not doing business? If you in the bank and I'm trying to get my money and you standing there with a hood on by the door and your man is over here, situational awareness is telling me y'all trying to plot on me. So I'm gonna pick up on the game and be like, okay, cool. All right, I see what these dudes is trying here. But see, now if you're dumb and you're not paying attention, this is why you get in trouble. Dude have a big old hoodie on in a bank at night while you at the ATM. You gonna tell me they're not plotting on you? Now understand this too. Criminals know who to target. Now, of course, your antennas might go off and you might look at them and catch eye. And they might see you and they recognize, nah, not him. Because they peep, you know. Sometimes when you look at the threat and they recognize that you aware, they ain't gonna try you. But they were plotting. Does that make sense? How many of you been in situations where you saw somebody scheming, somebody plotting, and you were up on game beforehand? And you kind of look at them and made them know by the way you looked at them, like, bro, I'm watching you. Try it. You try it, you dying. I'm just letting you know straight up. But you said that with your eye contact. Your eye contact told the threat, I'm watching you and I'm prepared. Don't even make no move. Try that with somebody else. And they already recognize who you were. And they ain't even moved. Listen, in some instances, they get out the way because they recognize that you peeped game already. You know? You can't be out here just walking around blind. You can't be out here thinking everybody friendly. Don't have that mindset of thinking everybody's friendly, everybody's cool. No. Wrong way. Wrong way, fam. Can't be doing that. You know? You cannot be the kind of person that keep giving everyone around you the benefit of doubt as if though they're just good and they ain't gonna try no dirt. No. People are always running game, bro. Always. You see? So, paying attention. How do you pay attention at all times when you're just walking through the streets? Because obviously you got a life, you got things that you got to do, but how do you pay attention while being busy? It's something you got to practice. It's something you got to do on purpose. You got to, on purpose, be aware of what's around you. On purpose. You have to always be aware. And it's not about announcing your moves or any of that nonsense. Obviously, you're not paying attention. What I'm trying to make you understand is that you have to be prepared. It's about being prepared. It's sort of like when you're driving, the light is green, you know you can pretty much move and do your thing. When that light hit yellow, you know it's time to slow down. Light is about to turn red. I cannot be comfortable driving normally if the light is yellow. Can't do that. I gotta prepare to slow down. Right? And once that light turned red, you know it's time to stop. So what I'm trying to get you to focus on is make your life and the way you walk be in the yellow. You can't just live in the green all day. You just can't keep moving and you're not prepared to stop. If you're in the yellow, yeah, you can still go through, but you gotta move with caution. You gotta pay attention, because sometimes when you run that yellow light, traffic on the other side already done started to move, or somebody in a stop sign might start to move, or some pedestrian might go and then you hit them. But when you understand the yellow light is a good light. The yellow traffic light teaches us a lot. It teaches us to slow down, or sometimes to speed up. Sometimes that yellow light will teach you to slow down, and sometimes you want to beat the yellow light because it's time to move quickly. So when you understand situational awareness, you got to be in the yellow. You got to walk out your house prepared wherever you go. If you're in New York City and you take the train, you cannot just be on the platform at the edge waiting for the subway. No. Why? Because you might end up getting pushed in the train tracks like many people have. You can't be standing there waiting to die. You got to be aware of what's around you, who's around you. You see a guy over there tweaking. Why would you be at the edge of the platform like this when you got somebody behind you bugging out? Common sense says, you know what? I got to be facing the threat and just kind of chill like this. I'm not going to have my back turned towards the tracks. How many people in New York got pushed in the tracks? You know why? Because they're not paying attention. They thought everything was sweet. You walking with your kids down the street. You got to be prepared for everything at all times. Because a person that walk around blind is a person that will get got. Because they're blind. You got to be prepared mentally. You got to always have a contingency plan of what if this took place? What if that took place? What are the different scenarios that can happen? And how do I get out of it? How do I get out the workplace if there's a shooter? How do I deal with the threat? Do I have to engage everybody that's threatening? No. Sometimes it's best to just walk away. Sometimes you have to assess the situation, because if you don't, you might end up taking somebody's life, and then you end up in prison yourself because you weren't paying attention. You know? Somebody can come, knock on your door, you see it as a threat automatically. When the person is running from someone, you pull out your gun. What do you want? What you bought my door for? And the person like, well, I need help. I need help. You know, and you so damn scared, you just shoot the person. You don't have no situational awareness. Now you're going to be doing time because you murdered someone. They were not a threat. You got to know when someone is a threat from when someone is just a normal person. Again, if you go to a basketball court, people should be playing basketball. If you go to a basketball court and nobody's playing basketball, and everybody's just rolling blunts and drinking Henny, that ain't the place for you to be hanging around. Something's about to pop off. I'm just letting you know. Something is about to pop off. You can't be too trustworthy of everything going on. Look at body language. Look at the way somebody's moving. Sometimes when people are up to no good, their eyes give them away at all times. Something about the eyes, man. The eyes do not lie. The eyes will give you away every single time. A person's eye will tell on them. If you look at a person long enough in their eyes, it'll give you everything you need to know. Body language is key. Understanding the art of situational awareness can save your life. It can save your family's life, because as a man, your job is to protect your family. So if you're not on point with your surroundings, you may end up putting your family at risk because you're not paying attention. You know? You're supposed to be able, as a man or woman, predict what's going to happen before it happens. Situational awareness will make you look at your surroundings and you'll begin to know what's going to happen before it happens. It's sort of like a sixth sense where you just know something just don't feel right. Why I feel this way? Why I'm in this store and I feel this way? Why I feel this way? Let me look around. Okay, dude over there looked normal. He looked normal. But these three cats right here, man, they just don't look normal. Something ain't right, man. Something ain't right, bro. I'm telling you something. You know what? Let me get out of here, man. Come on, kids. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. The money on the register, bro. I'm out. It's time to go. Your antennas should be warning you. Sometimes when you understand the art of situational awareness, you'll get a ringtone in your spirit that will tell you it's time to go. You can't figure out why, but you just know in your knower that it's time to go. I gotta leave. Hey, yo, bro. Yo, I'm out, bro. You good? You out? Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm out of here, man. I'm gone. Something ain't right. I don't know if it's him or him, but something is not right over here. I know this dude, but I don't know them two dudes. And they've been standing there for a minute idle. I don't see no movement. See, this is what I mean. You could be talking to somebody in the street, chit-chatting, chopping it up. But at the same time, with situational awareness, you're peeping everybody around you. Yeah, I'm talking to dude, but I'm looking from the side. I see him right there. But I'm like, damn, bro, you've been standing there 20 minutes. You ain't do no movements. Like, what are you doing? Look on the side here. This dude over here just not doing nothing. Like, what are they waiting for? One is on a cell phone. Like, yo, bro, you know them? Who? Them dudes right there. Nah, I don't know them dudes. I don't know, bro. Something ain't right, bro. I'm just letting you know, man. But anyway, man, hey, you be safe out here, bro. You know what I mean? All right, good, bro. I'm out. I'm not sticking around to find out. But I had to warn my mans and them and let him know, yo, keep your eyes open, bro. Be safe out here. Because if we don't know who these dudes is, something ain't right here. This is why when you in the hood, if you're not from around there, everybody picking up on who you are automatically. They already know You don't belong here. You out of place. Yo, bro. Yo, who that, bro? I don't know who do this. Yo, you know dude? Nah, I don't know who do this. Hey, yo, bro. Yo, my man. Yo, you good, bro? Everybody on to you now. Because you stand out like a sore thumb. Where you from? Why you over here? What are you doing? You see what I'm saying? When things are out of place, you should be able to pick up on it. It's just not normal. You know? You driving, a car's behind you. I've been following you damn near 10 miles, bro. Every time you turn, that car turning. Situational awareness will make you watch what's all around you. You'll be driving. How many of you been in a situation where you driving? You made a left. Car made a left. You made a right. Car made a right. You're like, man, maybe he's going the same way. You know what? Let me do a circle around the whole block. You go do a circle around the whole block. Dude did the same circle around the block. I mean, how much more you need to know? You're being followed, bro. Somebody's following you. Do you see that? You got to know how to do certain things when you feel that way. If you drive and you feel like you're being followed, you are being followed. Your spirit, man, is warning you. You could be walking down the street and somebody's walking and they following you. You turn the corner, they walking with you. You go in the store, they in the store. You're being followed. Are you paying attention? Some people just don't get it, bro. Some people just don't understand how serious this is until it's too late. Until you got. Now all of a sudden now, you want to know why this happened. I don't understand. Well, you put yourself in that situation, bro. You got to pay attention to your surroundings. Doesn't matter what's going on. You gotta spend more time looking at what's around you wherever you go. Even if you're in church, you gotta peep what's going on. You at the gym, the mall, you gotta watch every single thing around you. Again, people with a background in military, they understand the art of situational awareness. It's in their training. They know this already. It's built in their system. So when they get around certain places, it's not about being paranoid. It is about understanding your surroundings, understanding the culture of the people, understanding what's normal from abnormal. Things that's just out of the ordinary, that just doesn't look right. Why is that guy standing there? Logically, why is he there? He's not doing no movements. He's not doing no business in that store. He's not going to work. Why is he there? He's plotting. He's scoping out other people. He's looking for a target. He's looking for a victim. Just like the woman who stabbed the child and his mother. She was walking around with that knife looking for someone to stab. And she found a victim. That's how they move. They search for a target. Don't become someone's target. Keep your eyes open. Especially if you're a woman. You out in these streets, you better keep your eyes open as a woman. Don't be walking around blind thinking everybody is sweet, everything is good, nobody ain't gonna do nothing to you because you cute. No, somebody will do something to you. And it's not about walking around with fear. It's not what we're talking about. What we're trying to make you understand is keep your eyes open. Keep your antennas up. Recognize who's around you, how they talk, how they walk. What's normal? If something stands out as being strange, it's strange. Something's going on. You understand? Sometimes you can have people trying to talk to you, start conversations with you. Situational awareness will make you know that that person is full of shit. That person is trying to gain access in your life. They're not really trying to be a friend. Get what I mean? They're trying to see how far they can go, to see how dumb you are. You get it? They want to see if you're weak. Are you the kind of person who will just join whatever anybody offer you? Sometimes people will offer you things out of the blue, don't even know you, but they're offering you this and offering you that. Why are you offering me? I don't know you. Who are you? Who sent you? There's a lot of people out there that have been sent by the Matrix to infiltrate your life. And if you're not careful, you'll fall victim to it, fam. I'm serious, man. If I don't know you and you trying to strike up conversations with me out of the blue and asking me personal questions of any sort, you an agent. That's out of the ordinary. I do not wake up in the morning worrying about your fucking life. I do not get up in the morning worrying about what is going on in your life to the point where I gotta inquire from you what's going on in your life. If somebody's doing that to you and you don't know them, that person is an agent sent by the devil to infiltrate in your world. Situational awareness would make you pick up on the energy of these demons. If you're a person who is, for lack of better words, very spiritual, you rep the Most High, you stay to yourself, you're the kind of person who rolls solo, you will have so many demons, so many negative energies trying to provoke you, trying to get in. Don't let them in. And don't fall for the okie doke. The best thing you can do is know what they're up to. And just sit back and watch. And don't feed into it. Sometimes people will do things to provoke you to get a reaction or a response. You understand? Sometimes people will throw debris or trash by your car, on your property, to get a reaction out of you. Those are spirits. Situational awareness would make you understand that. This is why the best thing you can do is roll solo. Completely solo. Don't trust no one. Don't trust no one. You gotta always deal with people like a checkpoint. Like when a car reaches a checkpoint or a bridge, toll, You got to stop the car. They got to pay a fee. That's how you got to deal with people. You just can't let them walk in and walk by. You got to always see who they are and recognize this. Very important stuff, fam. So, there's a couple of things that you can do to make sure that you are prepared. Number one, when you walk outside your house, your life needs to be on yellow. Yellow alert. Just like when you pull up at the yellow light, it's a time to slow down, or it's a time to go through because you want to make it through before the red light hold you hostage for a few minutes. So when your life is in yellow, you understand that you have to be fully aware of your surroundings. A lot of times, y'all, when y'all driving, y'all didn't see that stop sign, and you barely ran the stop sign, could have caused an accident. There are signs that should warn you of impending destruction or danger. Situational awareness will give you the tools and the impulse reactions of when things around you are not normal. Why is this person I don't know ultra friendly only to me and nobody else? Why? Why is this person so eager to know about me but nobody else? Come on, fam. Situational awareness will teach you that that person is no good. That's an agent. This is why rolling solo is the most important thing you can do to protect yourself. It doesn't mean you're antisocial. It means that you walk in a way where you're aware of what's going on. You speak when it's time to speak. You hang with people when it's time to hang with people. You shouldn't even really be hanging with nobody unless it benefits and empower your life. If it's not, you wasting energy. You wasting your life and your time. Anything that you're doing that is not empowering who you are and what you do is a waste of time. Do you understand? That's why I roll solo. Because the things that I gotta do, nobody's gonna do for me. And if people are not celebrating that which I do, then they're not one who want to see me get to that goal. Those are goal stoppers. Those are demon spirits in operation, sent by the devil to take me away. You got people out there that are sent by the devil in hopes to put you in prison. You got people on your job who will provoke you into a fight. You got people out here that get up in the morning waiting for an opportunity to get into an argument with you. They dream about arguing with you. Nothing else in the world matters more than arguing with you to get a rise out of you. to take you from that which what you were called to do. Don't fall victim. Situational awareness will teach you this. Situational awareness will show you what's coming, what's around you. It'll warn you. But you must pay attention. Stop being distracted by everything. Watch what's going on around you. Watch what's going on in your job, everywhere else. You have to see these things. It's very important. All right? So, that being said, peace and blessings to everybody that's in the chat. I'm going to come back with more content. I got a lot of work to do, but I want to make sure that I'm putting out content today. Hopefully you will learn something. Yeah, a lot of people be walking around like a deer in headlights. You know? Again, paying attention. Paying attention. You have to pay attention, fam. How many of you been in your car and you're driving, the passenger turned up the music, but the navigation system is giving you directions and you couldn't hear it because of the distractions? Thanks for packing that person up. They were very annoying, posting the same garbage every minute. See, it took situational awareness for Sean the Navigator to pick up that was a troll wasting their time posting BS. I mean, it don't take that many times to say the same thing. All it's gonna do is get you blocked. Right? Pay attention, fam. Pay attention to your surroundings, your circle, the people you hang around. No one is off limits from Agent Smith if they're still plugged into the matrix. No one. Not even your parents. Not even your family. Everyone is subject to Agent Smith. And Agent Smith represents the devil, demons. All right? The art is simple. Pay attention. Be aware. Be alert. Use all your senses. It's sort of like being in a house. You hear a sound. You're supposed to be like, where it came from. Came from downstairs? Okay, let me go downstairs and investigate, find out what's going on. If you ignore the sound, that's a problem. You're being lazy. And many of you ignore the signs when they're there. People could be around you that are no good. You're ignoring all the signs, all the red flags. You ignored everything. You know? See, a lot of people don't understand this. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter if you're in a state where you can open carry and any of that mess. None of that stuff mean nothing. If you don't understand the law, you'll be in prison. It's just that simple. You could walk around with all your guns, all your open and carry, all of your, you could do all of that. That's not saying nothing if you don't know the law. Because if you react and you don't understand the art of situational awareness, you and your gun's gonna be in prison. Because you don't understand when to act. A lot of people are so paranoid. See, that's the difference. When someone is paranoid, they react out of emotion. They're not thinking logical. They're reacting based off of their emotions, based on how they feel. So if they see a man that look like he's threatening, they figure, well, let me take him out first before he even do anything. He didn't even do nothing. So you're not going to be protected by the law. You're going to be in prison. So even if you have rights to bear arms, that doesn't mean you're Rambo. It doesn't mean somebody should be afraid of you. You should be afraid of yourself. Because if you don't understand situational awareness, you may end up hurting someone and pay the heavy price. Very, very serious. So, that being said, the rules apply to everyone. Keep your eyes open. Be prepared at all times. Study body language. Study the eye contact. If you see someone sweating when you're in an environment where the air is pretty cool, and you notice that they're sweating heavy, man, why dudes sweating for like that? Because he's up to something. Always watch a person's hands. Always look at what they're carrying. They can have a blunt object in their hand. They can have a gun or a knife in their hand. You gotta always watch people move. The mother and son that got stabbed by the black woman were not paying attention. They should have understood situational awareness, primarily the mother. Nobody in the shopping center understood what was going on. That situation could have been prevented. We're going to talk about that story later. Very horrible story. I feel bad for the father because the father was in court. He had to speak to the judge. And I saw all the pain on him. He was heartbroken. He lost his son, his only son. He was hurt very, very bad. To know that it could have been prevented, somebody would have picked up on the body language, the knife. They could have apprehended the woman, took her out. See, at that moment, open carry would have been justified because you have a woman who's clearly threatening with a knife in her hand. Where was all the Second Amendment folks? Where y'all was? Where were all the Second Amendment folks? Where were you? All that talk about your Second Amendment rights, a woman walking around a shopping center with a big knife, and nobody saw it. What a shame. A child lost their life. I would have been saw that, bro. I'm watching everybody. Everywhere I go. It's my word, bro. Everywhere I go, I'm watching everybody like this. That's what New York teach you. New York will teach you that. Wherever you go, you watch everything. It's like my eyes are taking photos of everything, looking at everything, everybody. Anything that looks out of the ordinary, I'm keeping my eye on you. It's the way it is. You know? Because whatever is out of the ordinary, that's the threat. So, hey, we're going to get up on out of here, man. We're going to be back with more content. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Peace and blessings to the mods in the chat. Everybody out here in the building. You know what I mean? And that's about it, y'all. I'll catch you later with more content and talk about more issues, more different things that's going on. Keep you on point. Ringo TV Reactions. Rate, comment, and subscribe. I'm out. Peace.